Yes.
There
And will
we
you let
go.
me share my screen? Because I have a little PowerPoint I'm going to go over.
Yes. Okay, forgive my ignorance on this.
No, you're
I
fine.
Where do I go to do share the
Oh,
screen?
you already did. You already let me. Okay. I
Oh, good.
I just had to hit request and then it was there. Perfect.
Perfect. Yay.
Okay,
Okay.
let me get this pulled up. Do you want me to just go into it? Want me to just get started?
Yeah, I think we can just get started because you probably have a lot to cover and I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. So as soon as my laptop wants to load for me, oh, that's not what I'm trying to pull up. Come on,
and
this one. There we go.
I
Yay.
put both communities in the chat so people that are not in one can easily get to the other. I would love for
Awesome.
people in
Awesome.
my
Okay, so
community.
today I'm going to be teaching you guys. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Because you're going to send me the link to this afterwards, right?
Yes.
Like the replay? Perfect. So I can
Yep.
show it to them. They can get in your side. Awesome. So today I'm going to be going over the 2-hour online workday, how I stop trading time for money, how I earn while I learn, and how I fit this all into my busy day of being a stay-at-home mama. Let me move this over here just so I can see what I'm going to say. So if you don't know me, hi, I'm Nalya. I am a 23-year-old single stay-at-home mama of 2 kiddos, and it did not always start out that way. So I was also a double teen mom. I had my first kid when I was 16 and my second when I was 18, and I graduated high school early, a year and a half early when I was 16, put myself through college. I got a job all before I was 18.
Wow.
And when you're working before you're 18, you can only work a certain number of hours a week. So I would wake up at 5, 6 in the morning, drive an hour to college, go to college all day, leave college, go to work until late, go home, take care of my son overnight, and did it all over again the next day. But I was so broke, I did not even have a laptop to go to college. I didn't purchase half of the books I needed to go to college. I kind of just winged it. Don't ask me how I did that, but I did. And all the money I made at my job only gave me enough money to pay for gas to get to college and back and to buy a box of diapers and formula for my baby. Literally, that was it. I would go to McDonald's on lunch, and back when they still had the dollar menu, I would get one McChicken for lunch while I was at college because that's all I could afford. So as
Wow.
soon as I turned 18, I knew like this is not for me. I'm not living this life. I'm not working an hour to make $15. I'm absolutely not going to do that. So I got started with MLMs. All of you know
Oh,
MLMs, all of you probably don't like MLMs, but at the time, that's what worked for me until it didn't. I was tired of making 20% of a sale where I'm doing all the work for someone else to get richer. So I ended up
okay.
quitting eventually. Then I started bartending. Sorry, I started bartending after that. A lot of money, quick money, but with bartending, you have to work nights and weekends to make the good money. So by this time, I had 2 kids. Now I'm working nights and weekends. So I have the money, but I don't have the time with my kids. So I'm like, okay, we have to go back to business. We have to go back to be an entrepreneur. We have to go back and find something online. So I saw someone talking about digital marketing and I just jumped in, went full force with it. And I was like, I have to make this work. And now this is my full-time gig. But how do I even make it work while still being a stay-at-home mom? Because a lot of you are probably already in digital marketing and you're just struggling to make it work. Ooh, there we go. So whoops, this is what we're going to go over today. 1, 2 forward. We're going to go over my IPAs. No, it's not the beer. It's income producing activities. We're going to go over my schedule. We're going to go over how to set everything up on autopilot. We're going to talk about consistency. I'm going to give you guys a freebie, and I always have bonus offers available at the end. So make sure you guys stay till the end. My
Love it.
IPAs. So I post reels, I post videos, I post posts. I do stories, I do ads, I do DMs, and I do emails. Those are income producing activities. Now, that does not include training, that does not include engagement, and that does not include anything that's not providing an income. So these are the income producing activities that drive you to income. So reels and videos, I do 3 times daily on TikTok most days, especially if you're in the beginning of your journey, you want to be posting at least 3 times a day. And I do 1 to 2 times daily on Instagram. And I also post, there wasn't enough space to put here, but I also post to Pinterest. I also post to YouTube. I also post to Threads. I also post to Facebook. And I'm going to teach you guys how I post to 5 platforms at once and still have a lot of time left in my day. So I also utilize stories. If you're using Facebook or Instagram, stories are key to not only attracting your audience, but to nurturing your audience. So you're attracting them through your reels, through your videos, through your posts, but you're nurturing them through your stories and through your emails. So another thing I do is I copy and paste ads. A lot of people always skip over this step when they first get started because they're not seeing the instant result. Those ads are put onto high traffic websites. That means the ad website themselves are pushing those ads out to people that they're in front of people every single day, and you never know where your leads come with System.io. They could come from Instagram, they could come from TikTok, they could come from an ad. System.io does not tell you where they come from. And copy and pasting ads are so simple, so easy. You only have to do it for 30 minutes a day. So I am a year and a half into my business. Literally tomorrow is my year and a half anniversary. So yay me. But guys, I still do copy and paste ads. And not only do I do it to grow and get my website and get leads and get in front of people, I do it to grow my YouTube channel so that I can eventually have a YouTube channel monetized by the end of the year as well.
Nice.
DMs and emails. So I hate being in the DMs. Again, I come from the MLM world where, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, buy this, sell this, do that. So annoying. I was the worst person. You did not want to have me as a friend on Facebook back in 2019, I promise you. But now I only utilize DMs if somebody comments on one of my posts. Maybe they commented on my CTA and they want more information. Maybe they reacted to my story. Maybe they voted on a poll, or maybe they DM'd me first. So when I say DMs, I'm not DMing anybody. I'm responding to their engagement and just DMing them to, again, nurture them in the DMs, to connect with them, and to convert them into a customer eventually. Emails, again, we have automated email systems set up, as you all should have, and it takes less than 30 minutes a day to respond to DMs, comments, emails. So that is an income producing activity to me. Next, finding the time. Guys, this is a 2-hour online workday. No one ever said it had to be 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Guys, this business fits into the nooks and crannies of your day. And if you go on your phone right now, you can go and look to see how many hours you're spending on your phone a day. I had to turn that notification off because it actually scared me. I was spending way too much time on my phone. But you guys don't even realize that half the time you're on your phone, you could be working and you're just making an excuse not to work and doing stuff that isn't productive. So the first thing you do in the morning before you roll out of bed, you're scrolling TikTok, you're checking your notifications, you're on your phone for probably a good 15, 20 minutes before you even do anything. So what I do first thing in the morning before I roll out of bed and get my kids ready for school is I post my first video. Now, notice I said I post my first video. I don't record my first video because you're going to see in the next slide when we talk about consistency is I batch create my content. So my content is done and ready for me so that it's easy for me to stay consistent and get my income producing activities done every single day. So another thing, waiting for the kids to get their shoes and backpacks on. I don't know if you have kids, but I have a 5 and a 6-year-old, and I swear it could take 5 to 10 minutes just to get shoes and backpacks on. So while I'm waiting for them to get their shoes and backpacks on, I post on my story. It's my first story post of the day. Now, tonight, my daughter has Girl Scouts. So Girl Scouts is 6 to 7 p.m. I literally sit in my car outside the church. They have it on. And that's when I attend my trainings. That's when I rewatch a webinar. That's when I rewatch this and that. Or maybe that's when I'm batch creating my content. I can sit in the car for an hour and get 3 videos done and out of the way and schedule them out to post for the next day. So I'm always prepared. When you're on the damn toilet, you're lying if you say you're not on your phone when you're on the toilet. You are. You're scrolling through TikTok. Instead of just aimlessly scrolling through TikTok, if it's on your personal account, go to your business account, engage with your personal customer, reply to comments, DMs, and emails. You can still scroll through TikTok and have it benefiting your business if you're doing it the right way. You have to engage while you're scrolling, and you can't watch the silly little puppy videos. You can't watch the little trendy stuff. You have to watch the content that your perfect customer is putting out there. That way, when you do post, the algorithm will know to show that to your perfect customer. And while you're eating lunch, even if you are a working mom, chances are you get a 30-minute lunch break. How easy is it to copy and paste ads on your phone while you're eating in the other hand? Super easy. Guys, if you want this to work, you have to make it work. And it's all about finding the time to make it work because the time's there. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. It's all about what you're doing with yours and what I'm doing with mine. You can have every single excuse in the book. When I first got started with this, I was bartending, I was working at a nursing home, I had my 2 kids. I had 2 jobs and 2 kids when I first got started with digital marketing.
Wow.
I found the time and I made it happen and I quit all those jobs. I don't do anything. I sit at home because I made the time and I made it work. Now, I don't do this stuff every single day. Sometimes I don't even work 2 hours. Sometimes I'm just doing a training day because I have my business on autopilot. So my posts, like I said, I post to 5 different social media platforms. The more you're on, the more people see you, the more people will be a lead, the more people will buy. So I use Repurpose.io. I post to TikTok once and Repurpose.io takes that post and posts it to Instagram. They post it to YouTube. They post it to Pinterest, Facebook, Threads, so many other accounts within 5 minutes. And I don't ever have to do anything. I don't have to do anything for that. If I miss a day, if I don't post anything today, Repurpose.io will take one of my videos from 3 months ago and repost it today so that I'm still posting every single day. And guys, I will give you the link to this at the end of the video because you get your first 2 weeks free with Repurpose.io. So you can test it out for 2 weeks, see if it works, see if it's actually boosting your visibility, see if it's actually helping you out getting leads, see if it's really working for you. And then I think it's $25 or $35 a month. But I should have put in here, I started using this at the end of November, early December, and it saved me 87 hours in 1 month. Because I post 3 times a day. 3 times a day on 5 accounts, that's 5 times 3, 15 posts a day that I would have to be sitting there manually posting. And it saves me all that time. And it keeps me consistent because if I miss a day, it does it for me. Comments and DMs. I don't even really spend time in the DMs anymore. Again, I used to in the beginning, but now I use ManyChat. So whenever someone comments a code word, my code word or my CTA is always comment ready for your free step-by-step how-to guide, because I don't like to use the word blueprint. So I say step-by-step how-to guide. People comment ready. ManyChat, the system I have, replies to that comment and sends them a DM to the link to my website. It says, hey, check your DM for the free guide if it's on Instagram. And then on Instagram, it DMs them. Hi, I'm so excited you're ready to take the first step in your entrepreneurial journey. Hi, I'm so excited you want your time and financial freedom back. Something like that. There's multiple different messages it can send. And it just sends them my website. The best part of that, if you also come from the MLM world, guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. So if they don't answer or they don't enter their email into my website 2 days later, it messages them again. Hey, did you get a chance to take a look at the free guide? What do you think? And then if they respond back like, yes, I got it, I'm super interested or whatever, I have 2 buttons they can click on. And I should have put a picture of this in here too. I'm going to have to send it to Cassandra to post, or I'll post it in the community. I have 2 buttons. I say, here's a button to click to get started for as low as $0 down. Because if you offer Klarna on your website, if you use Stripe or Square, whatever offers Klarna, they have a 12-month option that people can get started for $0 down. So our main reason a lot of people don't get started is they don't have the money. So I put that option there. And then the other question is, no, I still have questions. So if they click that one, the ManyChat will ask them, what are your questions? I'd love to help you out. And then once they ask the questions, then I'm personally responding because I want to make sure I hear them out and I actually give them the answers that they need. But on to the money part, guys. It is tax season. Oh my goodness. Margie! Oh, my dog just gave me a heart attack. Lay down. Lay down. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
No worries.
I think he's done now. I think I got a package delivered. I'm sorry.
No worries.
But anyways, guys, it is tax season. Everybody has money. So all my content right now is talking about stop spending your taxes on willy-nilly stuff. Stop going to buy a car that's going to break down in 6 months. Stop going to the mall and spending all the money in one place. Stop going on an extravagant vacation. Make your money work for you so you can live that lifestyle all year round. You don't have to wait for tax season to get money next year. You can have money all year round. And then emails, we all know we have System.io that sends out automated email campaigns. I also take that a step further and I send a weekly newsletter to everybody inside of my email list. That way they connect with me better. I nurture them and we really create that connection to increase the conversion.
That's awesome.
So consistency. Like I said, I batch create my content, usually either on Sunday or Monday. I'll sit down, record 21 videos. 7 times 3 is 21. So I'll record 21 videos. Takes me less than an hour because I've been doing this a while. But even if it takes you 2 or 3, your content's done for the entire week and you can schedule it out to post for you. Remember your why. When you're really struggling to stay consistent and get this stuff done, remember why you started. Are you a mom? You have kids that you want to spend more time with? You have this dream vacation over the summer you want to take them on? Are you trying to quit this job that you hate your boss? They're so terrible. You're tired of having that fear of having to call out. Why did you get started? Remember that. Write it on a Post-it note and put it on your phone, put it on your laptop, put it on your front door, your mirror every morning. Remember your why because that's what's going to ignite that fire inside of you to keep you going. And then, like I already said, if there is a time where you can't post, you're working a 12-hour shift, you're going on vacation for 3 days, whatever it may be, you're sick, schedule content to post for you. There are multiple scheduling apps out there that you can use. Again, Repurpose can be one of them. And never skip a day. No matter what's going on, there can always be an excuse not to do it, but there's also a reason to do it, and that's your why. Oh, freebies and resources. So I do have a free 30-day content plan, which I will, let me see if I can escape, if it'll let me copy and paste it or not into the chat. Oh, I don't think it's gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna have to drop these links into the comments when this gets posted. But you guys can join my Profit Potion. It's a free community where I do these trainings all the time. I'm giving you guys a free 30-day content plan. You have the option to book a one-on-one session with me so that we can curate a plan that is personalized to you and what you need help with and what your goals are. And then I will give you guys the link to use Repurpose.io for 2 weeks free. So all of those will be in the comments of the post or the video, wherever it's going to be, you guys will have access to it. So I'm sorry if that sounded really short, but I speak so fast and so loud, and now my throat's dry. And if anyone has questions, I'd love to answer them.
I have a question about the Repurpose. What is the monthly cost for Repurpose? Do you know?
I believe it's $35 a month, but it does also come with a referral, an affiliate link.
Oh, okay.
So you can get started with it. You can share the affiliate link in your community or with your customers, clients, anyone else you may know. And then I think it's a 25% affiliate.
Nice.
So you have, I think it's 4 people. Yeah, if you have 4 people sign up under you, you're just free. I pay for mine because it's so worth it to me. I have so many other things to do. I cannot seriously spend hours posting content on social media, especially when it's the same video. So it just saves me so much. And it's like $1 and a couple cents a day is $35 a month. Let's see.
That saves a lot of time.
Yeah, it's $1.16 a day.
It's
So
worth
worth
it.
it.
Yeah,
So worth it.
that's awesome. Does anybody have questions, Elisa?
I have a question. So are you only doing those 3 reels a day and then repurposing them? That's it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Creating
Yeah.
the same thing?
Yeah, so the 3 different reels, sometimes it won't be a reel, like sometimes it'll be a carousel post or a photo picture, but at least 3 posts a day. That's all the content, and then 3 to 5 stories a day on Instagram.
And then your stories are just different reels, right?
I don't actually post reels to my stories. Stories are pictures. And so I do a story sequence. So a story sequence is 3 to 5 pictures that have like the same background photo that you're just adding additional text onto. And you do this in the same structure that you do your reel. So the first slide is going to be your hook. The second slide is going to be your problem, telling your story. The third slide is going to be the solution, aka the product you offer. And then the fourth slide is going to be the CTA. So that's going to be the link that they can click on to grab a freebie and stuff like that. Also in slides 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, whatever it may be, you can use those engaging stickers that they have on Instagram. So you can do a poll. What's holding you back from starting your business? Or why do you want to start a business? Or what's the biggest stressor in your life right now? Like having to find a babysitter, having to pick and choose what bills get paid, going grocery shopping, stuff like that. Just to engage with your audience more and really connect with them and let them see like you had those struggles too. This is how you got out of it. So that's how I use stories.
Okay, so when you're saying you're posting 3 times a day,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have your first post in bed, when are you
Yep.
posting your second post?
Perfect. So yes, I do my first one in the morning. My second one I do around lunchtime, a little bit later, so like 12, 1 p.m. And then my last post I either do around dinner time or right before I go to bed, wherever I get to it. But you want to think about when you're posting is when your perfect customer is scrolling. So everyone's attracting different perfect customers. Everyone's living their own different lives. So when are you personally scrolling TikTok? That's when you want to be scrolling. And then again, before you're posting, you always want to make sure you're engaging like the 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after, if you can, for TikTok and Instagram, especially, whichever one you're doing that initial post on. And make sure you're engaging with your perfect customer and not just random people on random accounts.
And then when you say so what's your time frame between in bed and the kids getting their backpacks? An hour?
No. So in bed is when I make that first post. That's at like 7 in the morning, actually. Sometimes 6, but no one's scrolling. I don't think people are really scrolling TikTok that early. So I do like 7. And then so when the kids are getting their shoes on and stuff, that's like 7:38. And that's when I do a story.
Okay, so 30 minutes later. 30
Yes. And
minutes
the
to an hour
important part
later.
about the stories when you're doing the 3 to 5 stories, those also need to be spaced out. You don't want to post 5 stories all at once because people are going to just tap, tap, tap through or just swipe away and not want to stick to it. But when you spread out your stories, so the way stories work is at the top of your screen, it goes in order of which story was posted most recently. So if you post one story at 7 a.m. and then an hour later you do another one, an hour later you do another one, you're always going to be in that top circle so that whenever people are on social media, they're seeing your face first. Because if you're the 5th or 6th story down the line, chances are they're not going to get to there. I only scroll through a couple people's stories and then I tap out and I'm done for a couple hours. So you want to space out your stories so that you're always in the top of their profile view up here.
So I shouldn't have posted all 4 of those yesterday at the same time?
That yours was a little bit different because yours was like a video that kind of correlated together. I would space them out a little bit more, but then you'd probably have to like restructure the video and how you said what where. But yes, yeah, if you're doing videos and they correlate together, you could do like 3 at a time and then 3 more later on and 3 more at night. You could do it like that, but photos, definitely try to space them out. And sometimes I don't do that just because I'm like, okay, I know I don't have the time to come and post a story every couple hours today, so I'm just going to post them all at once. That's something I do, and I know the negative effects of it, but at least I have the story up. But I will tell you, it is better if you can space them out. And I think you can actually schedule stories on Meta Business if you're doing it on Facebook or Instagram. So I used to do that again back in the MLM time. So I'm going to try doing that again so that my stories are scheduled out for me for the day, if not the week, because that's going to take another thing off my to-do list every day. And Meta Business Suite is free.
I have it. I don't use it.
I know, me too. I tried to use it the other day and it was like update. And I was like, oh, it's probably like 5 updates behind.
I used it and it didn't get posted, so I have to just figure out where I have a disconnect.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is good. Thank you.
Jonathan says, when do you record? You said you post, but not record. So like when I'm recording my videos, I just save it to my drafts. If that's
When
what you're-
you record it though, like midnight, 3 in the morning.
Oh, so I batch create my content all in one day. So on Mondays, I batch create content and I make all my videos for the whole week. And I just do it whenever it can fit into my day. Usually it's in the morning, because if I don't get anything done in the morning, chances are it's not getting done. I'm just a lazy girl. So I usually do mine after breakfast, after the kids are at school. I have the house to myself. I have a good 2 hours where I have nothing else going on. I'll sit down and get the content done.
Okay. And then how many hours or days did it take you to figure this all out?
For like the content.
Just for this entire presentation and just everything you've learned, like to make this, such a well-oiled machine.
So I've been doing
Yes.
this for a year and a half now. But again, I've been doing this stuff since I was 18. I've been an entrepreneur for 5, almost 6 years now. I will say I think it's a lot more easier for me than it is some people. But whenever I'm scrolling TikTok, if I'm watching a video from a 6-figure earner, or Michelle does a training on ChatGPT prompts to get content ideas, I have a folder in my notes app, and anytime I have a content idea, I just write it in my notes app. That way, when it's time to create content, I have the ideas already there. And that's also why I'm going to give you guys that 30 days worth of content, because I know the biggest challenge for when they're creating content is just what to say. Like, what am I going to talk about?
Right, but how did you figure out like all the like all these websites, how'd you know these things work? Like, I mean, is it just you're just really good at it and you just know what to do? Like you're just intuitive
I mean,
to this process?
a lot of this was inside the DGC and inside the training. So I just attend a lot of trainings. They've done a lot of trainings on Repurpose IO, and they did the first one last year in November or December. I hopped on the training. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I tried it. It worked out. So now I kind of tell other people about it. But I do a lot of trainings. I attend a lot of trainings. So yeah, it's just,
So
learn.
I guess my question is, how do you attend training that's valuable? Because I've since basically March of 2020, I've attended things, but there's so very few things that actually have value, and I'm assuming you know that because you've been in this business as long as you have.
Are you talking about like the trainings in the DGC?
What is the DDC?
Are you in the Legacy Builder program?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's where
Ah,
I would start is I would get in contact with Cassandra and get started with the Legacy Builder program, because that's where we learn all of this. We have two weekly live trainings, and we have daily trainings. We learn from millionaires and 6-figure earners. That's where we learn all this. I'm so sorry. I assumed everyone was in the DGC. And we're actually,
Okay.
I think we're having a free webinar for that Friday. So Cassandra will have to get you the details on that. And it would be very beneficial to at least attend the free webinar and see what we have inside.
So this resources IO thing, how did you find that?
They taught about it. So our community, she's a millionaire. She networks with so many different people. So she worked with the CEOs of this company. The CEOs came inside of our community, did a training for all of us. They gave us like a free coupon code that was like $1 for the first month or something. I got started with that, and it ended up working out perfectly. So she really hooks us up with a bunch of great resources and other people to work with. Yeah,
Oh,
everything's
okay.
there. Yeah. It's like a one-stop shop for all the best training. If you're
So was this really
attending,
hard when you first started, by the way, since you're a single parent and all?
was this really hard? Not for me, because again, I'm 23. I'm on social media all day long. I just figured it's time I get paid for it. It's not hard. All you have to do, our 2-hour online workday is all about posting 3 times a day, creating quality content, which we teach you how to create quality content that speaks to your perfect customer and that converts, kind of like what I was talking about. And we have an automated sales system set up. So do you know what a sales funnel is?
No.
Okay, so on our website, it gives you a free 10K in 90 days blueprint, a step-by-step blueprint to how we make 10K in 90 days. When you enter your email into that website, you're in an automated sales funnel. It's no different than giving your email to Dick's Sporting Goods, Victoria's Secret, wherever you're shopping, and they send you those daily emails trying to get you to buy stuff. Except the emails you get from us teach you how to make money. They're tips and tricks and resources to make money. So the odds are our system is so proven to work, and it's pre-built for us. So you don't have to have tech skills or anything. Like, they literally give us the website, give us the emails, give us everything. We just create the content and get people there. Is 1 in 20 people who go to our website end up purchasing one of the programs that are pre-made, done for us. And all the programs range from $100 to $900. So if you get 20 people to your website a day, you're earning daily income anywhere from $100 to $900 a day, just through digital products.
Wow.
it's an amazing program. The training, Nalya, what other programs? You said that you promote other programs too. What other programs do you promote?
I promote the secret sauce, which is a sales strategy program. So it goes deep into how to post on stories, how to sell on stories, how to attract,
Okay.
people, how to nurture people. That's a sales strategy.
Okay.
And then I promote CFW, which is create faceless wealth. So I run my business two ways. The
Ah,
Mom Bosses is my face forward account where I literally get in front of my ring light, record a video. And then Invisible Influence is a faceless account where I never show my face. It's not even my profile picture. My name is nowhere on it. And I just run my business entirely faceless. So CFW is where I learn how to run it faceless. And then I'm in the
nice.
process of creating my own program that is hopefully launching sometime next month. So yeah, we have
I
a lot of
can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. The
definitely.
I think that digital growth, I because I've done other programs too.
Hmm.
I do also promote SWC, Selling with Confidence,
Hmm.
and that's a great program, but as far as I'm aware, there is no other program on the market like digital growth.
There's not. We're also the last one that gives 100% resale rights, master resale rights. Like SWC, DWA, all those other like digital marketing programs, they're now just affiliate courses. You don't make 100%
Right.
profit anymore. So, Legacy Builder is one of the only ones left, if not the only one left, where you make 100% profit on all of your sales. And it's not an MLM. There's no downline. So, like Jonathan, if you were to buy from someone and then you made a sale, no one makes money off your sale. You make 100% profit on whatever you sell. So that's
Right.
another plus to it. In
It's an
addition to
amazing,
all the
it's an
company.
amazing program. The training is unmatched.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess I'm curious then, how hard was this for you before you got into this new program?
It would be very hard without a program because you don't have a strategy. You don't really know what you're doing. You're kind of throwing rice at the
Right,
wall.
but I'm just saying, what was your experience like before you got into this? Like, how hard, like, how helpful has this been, or how many hours has saved you, or just because I'm understanding this process.
Before I got started with this, there was no process. Like I didn't, this is very beginner friendly. So I wasn't selling anything before this. I wasn't doing anything. Like I quit the MLM. So between the MLM and this, there was nothing. There was just bartending and working at a nursing home and momming. There was no in between business. Some people do try to create their own digital products and sell them and do all these crazy things with them, but it is very hard because your product, first of all, you need to make sure your product is in high demand. You need to make sure that it works, that it's actually helping people and it's beneficial. You have to learn how to market it. You have to learn how to sell it. And a lot of people don't know how to set it up on that automation inside the automated sales system that we get. So I would say without this, trying to do the same exact thing, sell digital products, you make your own without this would be very hard. Now, since I've purchased this program a year and a half ago, I now have so many of my own products that you'll see inside the Profit Potion that are my own digital products, but they're successful because I've learned these strategies inside this program. So this isn't even one of those programs that you just have to buy and resell it. No, you absolutely can resell it because you can make 100% profit off of it. But what also sets this program apart differently is that it teaches you how to make your own programs, how to make your own courses, how to make your own memberships, how to make your own communities, and do it in a profitable way and market it correctly so that you are successful.
And so I'll just let you know. So the reason, I was looking forward to this call today, about Profit Potion. I'm not a teen mom with two kids, but rather than me seeing how to help my sister, because that's what she was pregnant at
Yeah.
15, had a kid at 16, and that whole situation. And so from that perspective, I could see how they do it, you specifically, and then be successful because they have it hard. And I bet some who do amazing things.
Yeah.
And after hearing hearing your thing on school, I was like, and I've always tried to be a good big brother and try to help out, but it's like I'm realizing that really what I need to find out is like, how does a single mother do it? Because if a single mother can do it with two kids, like anybody can do it.
Exactly.
Because
That's what
like
I
you
always
just
say.
mentioned,
Like,
there's so many different systems, but also I can even tell you because of my sister now, she's what, 30, almost 40,
mhm.
and her son's like, 21, 22, 23, has three kids, now third on the way. So, not exactly the great situation to be in. But you know, she's had a lot of these times where, that's just a
Mhm.
waste, or, like, there's so many times, especially when, you know, my nephew was born and she was raising him and she was living at home, like there was so many times of all this stuff happening. So I can even see how you built it into your life and you're not really
Yeah.
missing a lot because you're going to miss stuff anyways. But
Yeah.
also from personal perspective is like, that's my life now. Like I'm struggling to find work. I'm struggling to find this. I like people. I like variety and like, it's difficult. So I'm like, well, if I can figure what you're doing, I'm like, dang, I can, you know, like I could definitely make this work because that's just the world we live in today.
Absolutely. So it's
Totally
never been
agree.
easier to make money online. And the best part about this program is I say it's easy because I'm 23. I barely see anyone else in this program who's 23. Like a lot of the six-figure earners, a lot of the people really being successful, you can do this program anywhere, male, female, 20 years old, 60 years old.
Yep.
We have people who are 60, 70, 80 years old making five-figure months doing this program. And it's like, oh my God, my grandma probably couldn't figure out how to get on the laptop right now. But these people are so driven that they're learning these skills and they're making it work. And not only that, is this is an international business. So we
Yeah.
have several six-figure earners even out in South Africa, because guess what? There's over 5.8 billion people on social media worldwide. Like
I know Linda, who just joined us a minute ago. I don't know if she's still here. She's in Denmark.
I don't even know where that is. I'm so delusional. It's not in the US, right?
You're so cute, Nalya. Europe.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
East Europe.
it's crazy. I've even had sales. I sold to a lady in Greece. Sorry, my dog thinks he's a lap dog when I'm working.
Oh,
I live in one of the smallest towns in upstate New York. We have less than
wow.
2,000 people in our town. I graduated with a class of 70. And I sold to
Wow.
somebody in Greece that
That's
found
awesome.
me on TikTok. I
That's
sold to somebody
awesome.
who found me on school through my school community. They were just searching school. They got started. I can't remember what state she lives in, but she is in the States. And she got started, joined my school community, and she bought the Legacy Builder program. That's what this is. It's teaching you how to connect with people, how to outreach people, how to network with people, and how to earn while you learn. So also with this program is it's not something you have to go through the entire program and then you start making money. Like I made my first sale within 48 hours. Now, I'm not saying everybody does that. Some people it takes longer, some people it takes shorter. It's all about all the work you're putting in and how you apply it. But we earn while we learn. So we learn something, we implement it. We learn something, we implement it. And that's why these automated systems are working 24 hours in the background for us, that sometimes I make
Right.
money while I'm asleep because people on the other side of the world aren't asleep. They're up, they're on social media, they see my post, they go to my website, they purchase something. So that's also like what's amazing about online work, online businesses, digital products, automations. I'm obsessed. I will never sell a physical product again.
I am too, outside of, well, I mean, I still have my dance company and I mean,
Yeah.
that's like my full-time thing, but this is my other full-time thing.
Mhm.
Because when I'm not doing that, I'm doing this.
And at this point, it doesn't feel like work to me. Like
No, it
at this
doesn't.
point, like I don't even have the PowerPoint. Like I'm just looking at you guys, I'm talking because it's something like I'm passionate about.
Yeah,
I love this. I love teaching other people this because again, I know the struggle. I've lived through the struggle. There's no person, no better person to teach you how to get out of that struggle than somebody who's lived it and possibly even lived it worse than you. Like there's so much more I could go into my story that you'd be like, girl, how are you alive? But that's not important. Like I'm here now and I can teach other people how to dig out of that hole and how to get there. And it's just that feeling that you get when you can help somebody else that's better than the money itself.
I
Well, that's
totally.
what I'm also hearing from you is like, if I'm able to do this, I could just help my sister, my great nephew, you know, because, you
Yeah.
know, just I could help people rather than having to figure out how to help them because as you probably know, like some people have it and some people don't. I
Hmm.
mean, some people have the drive, some people don't. And
Absolutely.
not a lot of people are willing to have that open-mindedness to be like, hey, I can try this and I'll fail and I'll get mad and I'll get upset. But I personally myself, I learned how to use a computer on my own and your
Yeah.
Macintosh and just various things. So like I already have that drive to do all this crazy stuff, but in the business world, this doesn't get you success.
Exactly. And you know what? That's what the point of the Legacy Builder program is. This is not just to make money for you in your lifetime. This is to
Right.
build a legacy for your family and to leave a legacy behind. So like our mentor, Michelle, she literally made $4.5 million last year or something. She made
Yeah.
her first million in the first 17 months of this program. She buys a rental property for each of her kids. And now they each have one. So now she's buying a rental property for each of her grandkids so that they'll never have to work a day in their life. They'll never have to go get a 9 to 5. This is setting them up for success for like generations to come. And that's my goal. Like, I don't want my kids. I tell people all the time, I tell my mom, I'm like, no, my kids aren't going to go to work. They don't really need to go to college if they don't want to. And she's like, what? Like, I only went to college when I was 18 because my family literally forced me to. Like, I was forced. I did not want to. Like, my kids, I'm like, no, they don't need to go to job. They don't need a job. They don't need to go to college. Like, I'll teach them how to be an entrepreneur. I will hand over these assets that I'm building for them. And that's the end goal here for a lot of people in the Legacy Builder program. So I think even that would like benefit you a lot, just to, you know, have the extra resources to really start building the legacy for your family.
Well, and millionaires don't work for other people. They're entrepreneurs.
And if you're not working for yourself, you're putting money into someone else's pockets.
Yes.
Like, are you
Yeah, and
gonna
I heard the
build
other
someone
day
else's
that literally
business?
that America is known for media and digital assets, and outside of that, we suck at everything else.
Yep. And you know, this social media marketing business is going to be a $1.6 trillion business by 2030. Social media marketing is on the rise. This is like the ground level of it. And we're already
Yep.
making this much. Like, we're already doing this so much stuff. And this is the ground level. The world is going digital. Everything's
Yeah.
digital.
Everything's digital now.
You can't even go apply for a job on pen and paper anymore. You have to apply online. You have to do training online. You have to do schooling online.
It's amazing how everything is going digital, even physical stuff like dance. You know, we're
Yeah,
getting ready to
online
open
dance
that,
classes.
you know,
Yeah.
the courses online, teaching dance online.
Yeah, and you know how much online colleges are? You could go to college online to learn digital marketing right now and how to market online. But first of all, they're teaching you stuff from the 90s, if
Yeah.
not the 80s. Like, they're not even teaching stuff that's relevant now. They're not teaching you about social media. They're not teaching you about TikTok and Instagram. They're not teaching that stuff. Meanwhile, that's what you need to learn. And then even if you do get that college degree, now you need experience to even get a job anywhere. So if you go to college, you have to go learn, and then you have to get experience, and then you can start earning 4, 5, 6 years later after you're a couple $1,000s in debt, couple tens of $1,000s in debt. Meanwhile, with this, you're learning generally the same concept, but you're learning the actual strategies and you're earning while you're learning. So that's
Yeah.
also like what differentiates it from just going to college and getting a degree. And
What'd your degree get in?
my degree, I didn't finish.
Oh,
I
okay.
dropped out.
I
It
didn't
was
either,
gonna be
Nalya, and
business,
I'm way
social
older than you.
business
You can
management.
absolutely do it without a degree.
Yeah.
You can absolutely have success without a degree.
It's like, I forget the statistic, but it's like 70% of Americans who have a degree don't even use their degree.
Yep.
I'm
Like,
gonna add in
my
here
boyfriend has a
that I
degree.
think
He doesn't use it.
people, sorry. I'm gonna add in here, I think people who don't have an education actually do better with this
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yes. Yes.
because they're
In
not
the sense of-
conditioned by what you learn in school.
We're not stuck in the
Yes.
box. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's the box for sure.
I totally agree. Nalya, are you in the mastermind?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
No, not yet. I'm gonna be.
Elisa is.
Y'all are both
Elisa
gonna
is.
be.
I'm gonna do it.
And
I'm
then you're
gonna
gonna go
do
on
it.
a retreat with me.
I know. I want to come down to Kansas.
You're in
I-
Kansas? I'm in Missouri.
Our mentor, Michelle, who does all this, she's in Kansas. So she has like a mastermind training where everyone goes to Kansas and like trains with her and like gets she's going to do what, like a 5-year plan, Elisa, or like a millionaire plan. She's going to like set up your business for you, a 2-year plan.
Is she like in Wichita?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I
Elisa's
think
saying
she's
yes.
close to
Yeah.
there. I think she's close to there.
Yeah, she's in Wichita.
I don't even know where Kansas is, guys. You can't ask me geography. It's like, I don't know.
It's not near Denmark.
It's right
just so you
next to
know.
me.
Oh, is it? It's next to Colorado? Oh, I thought it was like by Texas. I don't know.
It is. It's 7 hours from me.
Okay, it's in between. I'm getting
It's
there.
kind of like Colorado, Texas.
I need to
Kansas.
get one of those like kids puzzles with like the states.
So when we drive to Texas, we take 70 across Kansas and then down to Texas.
Oh, well, there you go. Pit stop.
All right, guys, I got a call coming up in 15 minutes and I've
No
got
worries.
to finish some reports. So
Nope.
No worries.
thank
Thanks,
you
Elisa,
so
for
much
being
for
here.
your
Thank you.
information.
Jonathan, do you have any other questions? Anything else you wanted to chat about? You feeling good?
Let's see.
Nalya, will you do me a favor? Will
I
you
can.
would you please put your website link in the comments? Because Jonathan, then you can grab her link from the comments so you guys can stay connected.
I was like, it's currently that's what I was gonna say is so the reason I'm even here is because I had to decipher your message that you sent on school because basically the day that I connected to your website, I just realized that, like you mentioned, like the digital world has everything. You don't ever have to talk to another person. You don't ever have to have a new friend. Like literally, the digital world has everything, and school has everything at the higher level. But so I just basically I just started joining all these groups about goal list and wealth and money and profits and just
Love
finding
it.
everything I could join. And so
Yeah.
basically, school sees me as a scammer, and they blocked my account.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, because you know what? 'Cause
So
school is so bottom level. Like school is just now starting to explode. So a lot of people are joining school new, like you, and they are genuinely
Yeah.
trying to earn. But then there's so many scammers who do that, and they just go and join a bunch of free communities and like try to post and market their own stuff in there. So that's probably why, which sucks. But
yeah.
at least you were
And so
trying
I
to do it
can't
the right
so I
way.
can't even access your stuff. The only way I can even access it is through the emails that I get because it says, but I'm assuming at some point school's going to be like, well, he hasn't responded. We're just going to block him permanently, and I'll have to go through whatever that
Right.
process is.
I
Well,
wanted her to post her link.
yes,
It's
it's
in
in
Okay.
the
the
comments
chat.
now. Yeah. And you can always, if you're getting an email from me, you can always reply to that email.
It
Or
says no reply though. Does that not mean anything?
there's no reply.
That's what it says when it says no reply
Probably
at
because you're
school.com.
getting the emails from school. You're not getting the emails from like my personal account. So like when you go to my website below and you enter your email, you'll start
Okay.
getting emails from me personally, and those you can reply
Right.
and you'll
Okay.
actually be talking to me. But at this point, I might just I would suggest maybe creating just a new school account with a new email. That way you can have the full access and maybe not do all that.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I think we might have lost Jonathan.
I think he did. He probably like clicked on the link and got kicked out.
Yeah, I think so too.
But that's
Hopefully he'll
okay.
be
I
back.
think we had a good chat. That was awesome.
Naya, this is amazing. This is amazing. I've been so looking forward to this because excuse me. One of the biggest challenges that I'm dealing with, and I know I'm not the only one, we all want to support all of us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like everybody's joining all the communities, but
Mhm.
then it's like you've got all this time because you want to be active. Oh, Jonathan's back. Yay, we got you back, Jonathan. Everybody's joining all of these communities,
I
which
don't
is
see it.
great,
Oh, there you
but
go.
at the same time, it's really hard to stay active in
Mhm.
everything. And oh, can you post the link on repurpose
Oh,
on the
yes. Yeah,
repurpose
yeah.
site?
I'll grab
Because
that.
I would like to look at that. And then keeping everything to 2 hours with all of these different communities is getting to be a lot.
Right.
Um,
So with the 2 hours, the 2 hour workday is solely your income producing activities. So like engaging with communities and doing stuff like that is not an income producing activity. So
oh,
that's kind
that's
of
outside of it. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's definitely outside of it. But what I do, sorry, I'm trying to grab the repurpose link for you.
That's
What I do is you can move around when you go to your settings in school, you can move around which communities you want linked to the top. And I really only focus on 3 or 4 maybe. And I just scroll it instead of scrolling Facebook. I don't even scroll Facebook anymore. I just scroll school and all these different communities I'm in because it's way more beneficial than just scrolling Facebook and seeing memes.
yeah.
Um,
I
but
don't
that's why
do
I made That's why I made the post in the community builders too. And I'm like, stop just joining everybody's community and like you start engaging.
Yeah, it's true because you got to just be there and take up space but not be engaging. It's not helping anybody.
And it's going to bring down the algorithm and bring down your ranking of the group too.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I also do my leaderboard competition every month in my community. So like the top 10 get like a gift from me. So that also
That's so
helps
awesome.
people, like,
I didn't even know I was in that. That's so awesome. I'm pretty much, I think, beside my own community, active in yours, Elisa's, and then Renee.
Yeah. And
Barbara
that's what's
just,
cool about it is like networking with these other people. So like they can teach in your communities, you can teach in theirs, and like just get that outreach with them is awesome too.
I love it. I think it's just awesome. One other
Awesome.
thing, Jonathan, I want to mention, you don't have to do everything like, it's not like you have to
One.
sit down and do everything in 2 hours. You can, but like with me, I do a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. So I'm kind of working on this all throughout the day and night when I've got pockets of my day, and that works for me. You can do like sit down and get your 2 hours in, but you don't have to. You can do it
Right.
here and there throughout your day.
So Jonathan asked, do you make, oh, that link's not, you're gonna have to copy and paste that whole link. Do you get paid when people sign up for Repurpose? So yes, my affiliate link, since I'm an affiliate with Repurpose.io, and that's what you'll also learn in these programs is how you can be affiliates for other products too, to just have multiple income streams. So when you use my link, you get a free 2-week trial, and I make 25% commission on your monthly subscription if you choose to sign up for the monthly subscription. And once you sign up, you also become an affiliate. So you get your own affiliate link to share with other people, like your clients, your customers, anyone you know you network with.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome about it too. I almost don't use any program or resource that I can't be an affiliate to and also make money off of. So that's just kind of my entrepreneur tip too, is always use something that you can make a percent off of, even if it's 15%. It's automated and it's going on in the background and they're going to use it anyways, and it genuinely helps them because you use it. So yeah, it's just a
Are
bonus.
you signed up for the Google, not Google, GoDaddy?
Me?
Yeah.
I use GoDaddy. I'm not signed up for their affiliate yet. It's on my to-do list because I need to.
Yeah, do that because I just got signed up. And if you think about that, anybody that we're working with, anybody that purchases a course
Yeah,
from us,
that needs a
whether
domain,
it's digital
absolutely.
growth or not, they're going to have a domain and all of that. So it's really great to be able to offer that. And then you get a commission from all of that. You get a little something for helping them as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good affiliate program too. So, oh my gosh, Naya, this was awesome. Thank you so much. Jonathan, do you have any other questions?
I mean, you asked a lot of great questions, Cassandra. So, are you
This
able to use, do you need a laptop or anything for this type of thing, or do you need just your phone?
You can just use your phone. I only use my laptop when I go on Zooms because I like to watch it on my laptop. And in case I have to like show you something on my phone, I can go on my phone. But I do everything on my phone. I create all my content on my phone. I do all my posting on my phone. I only do my laptop for trainings because it's a bigger screen. And I don't know. When I'm on my phone on a training, I find myself like going to a different app and like multitasking. And for me, it's just better to watch trainings on my phone. I mean, my laptop. But yeah, you
Well, I think
definitely.
you already answered this question earlier, but how do you stay on top of school, or are you just really new to it?
So I just started my school community in January, but I've been in the DGC school community since 18 months now. And I just always go on and check it like every couple of hours. Like whenever I feel myself like wanting to go to Facebook or social media and scroll, I just go to school because at
I
least
do
I'm doing the
too.
same thing and I'm getting value from it. I'm learning.
I
Because
And
do
I
that's the
too.
issue I was running into us is trying to be on school, and when you're on your phone, there's so much happening, and I don't know, but everybody else does this, people like not you, but other people like they do this full time, and I've asked people like Ron Medlin, like, hey, and he's like, I have work-life balance and this and that, and I'm like, how does that even exist? Because I mean, school is so active 24/7 that I mean, you
Yeah.
could just spend hours and hours and, what's really
So
valuable
that's
and this,
kind of
that.
what
So I'm just like trying to,
I just said to Cassandra, like you can go in school and you can pin your top like 3 communities you want to focus on. And I really
Mm,
focus on those 3. And then, maybe if I have extra time, I'll go look at a couple others, but I just focus on my main ones. And if you're checking them at least once every day, it'll be less overwhelmed because there won't be that much stuff added every single day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once you get a
okay.
good handle on it and it just flows into your routine. And I do have a module in my community about like productivity and stuff like that. So I think I should add another training in there just about like what you said, because a lot of people are probably feeling that too, like how to stay on top of things, how to know what to do
Yeah.
and what to focus on. So that's definitely a training I'm gonna have to
So
add.
when you were on Facebook, then how did you spend time like not getting overwhelmed, or it was very easy for you, I guess?
Oh, I am not overwhelmed by being on my phone. Like I can be on my phone
She's
all day
like, that's her world.
It's literally, yeah, it's a lot easier for me. But for those who do get overwhelmed, like I said, just focus on one thing, bite-sized pieces. And especially when you're learning something new, learn. And that's why all my trainings are short 5-minute videos. Like no one can sit through an hour-long training and implement everything you give them. You know what I mean?
Your videos are awesome.
Thank you. Short 5-minute videos. And at the end of every video I have, there's like an action step, something for you to do. So you're actually implementing what you're learning. Because a lot of people focus too much on the learning and they're trying to learn too much. And then they don't actually implement anything and think
Yeah.
that it doesn't work. But it does work. You just didn't do it because you're too focused on learning and trying to get too much at once.
Yeah, I agree.
One, and the reason I mentioned Facebook because, and I don't know a lot about it, that's why I'm asking also. But the reason I was on it and then I got off of it because when I was in college and scrolling, it's like, man, I'm wasting all this time. But then, 2020, March 2020 shows up and I'm like, man, like this is why I'm so disconnected from the world because everybody else has been doing this for so many years and I'm new to this. And so I'm
And
basically
that's,
disconnected in relationships and all that. So I'm trying to reconnect and I'm like, yeah.
and you'll get there. You'll learn that, especially if you decide to get started with the DGC and the Legacy Builder
You say you were
program.
23?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're my nephew's age. That's crazy.
Yeah, but now like it used to be like you're scrolling social media and you're like, "Oh my God, that's a waste of my time. Like I'm wasting time. I'm not being productive." But now we
You're
are
making
learning
money.
you're making money by scrolling on social media. Like
Yes.
it's productive actually. Once you learn those
Well, but I
strategies
mean, like
the right
people
way.
will post things and there's like 5 pages of comments. Like, how do you even keep track of that? Like when you post
Won't go
something,
through
you
the
ask questions and it's like,
like if it's not something that yeah, if it's not something that's actually beneficial, like you have to also learn like what is beneficial and what's not beneficial for
Yes,
you. So
for
like
sure.
this post, is it just drama? Is it just a funny meme? Is it just something that's not going to benefit you? Is it something maybe you're not at that step yet in your business, in your life, in your career? If any of those things is a yes, goodbye. We're not looking at it. We're going to keep
Yep.
scrolling and interacting with people who you relate with, who you connect with, and who you want to attract, because what you engage with on social media and then you post on social media, that's who it's going to show it to. So if you're engaging with people who aren't your perfect customer, that you don't relate with, that aren't posting like uplifting and motivational things that you want to see, then that's who's going to see your post, and it's not going to convert as well as it should.
Exactly.
oh,
You learn all of this in the trainings,
Yeah, there's a lot.
but it's stuff that applies to life too, not just business.
And
You know,
that's the thing. Yes, you're not just learning this to resell this program. You're learning it to apply in real life and all these other aspects of any other business you may have. Maybe you want to have an Airbnb business one day. Maybe you want a vending machine business one day. Maybe you want something, maybe you want to own your own store. Like maybe there's something else you want to do, but you just use this online business to learn the strategies, learn the marketing techniques, and give you the financial ability to have that business, to have that dream, and to have that career. So this is kind of can just be also like a stepping stone into what your 5-year plan will be down the road.
yeah, it is amazing.
do you have like a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old?
I have, yes. So my son turns 7 at the end of this month, and then my daughter turns 6 at the end of August.
Oh, when's her birthday?
August 30th, and mine's August 7th. So I turned 18 right before she was born.
Wow. That's August babies rock.
Yes. Are you August too?
Yes.
What day?
25th.
Oh, so are you right after the cutoff of a Leo?
I'm on the cusp.
So you are or you're not a Leo?
Well, the cusp is like where they kind of like a couple days
July.
before and a couple days
I was
after.
gonna say you kind of give like Leo energy.
I do have some, the performing part is yes,
Yeah.
that piece, the dance company, all of that. But
Okay.
I've got Virgo too, but I do have some Leo in there.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. Well, you guys, we're actually gonna shut us down. I
Yeah.
know, Nalya, you probably have other calls,
Yeah.
coming up. I
Yeah.
actually do have another training call, not with digital marketing, but with my dance company.
Awesome. And Jonathan, make sure you can reply to that email you should have gotten to me. If you don't see it, just search the mom bosses in your email and it'll pop up. And I
Okay.
can answer any other questions you may have or anything else you want to chat about. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
This is awesome, you guys. Thank you for being here. Nalya,
Thanks
thank
for
you so
inviting me,
much for doing
Cassandra.
this.
Thank
I
you.
love
Cassandra,
it.
thank you so much. Niley,
You
thank
bet.
you guys. You guys have been
Of
amazing.
course.
Aw, thanks, Jonathan. I'm glad you were able to join us. All
Thank
right.
you.
Mwah. Bye, guys.
Great day, guys.